Hello, my name is Mariana Alvarez, and this is my presentation.
Let's talk about the history of bilingual education.
Bilingual education began as early as the colonial era. Due to the migration of Germans into the Americas, the need for a common language arose, creating the birth of bilingual education. English! Let's all learn English as a common language. Here we see English was deemed important. This act was able to expand the requirements to all English student learners. All schools were now required to comply even if they did not receive federal aid, and it provided funds for schools, and in return, this provided training to teachers and conducted research for bilingual programs. Proposition 227. In this proposition, it required that English be the only language of instruction in California schools, effectively eliminating bilingual education as an option for most students. It is important to always try to conserve the native language, and that is why to me bilingual education is so important. Genders. So here we have girls versus boys, or female versus males, however you want to categorize it. So let's start with boys in classrooms. Males are more likely to act out or drop out of school. In contrast, males perform significantly better in subjects like math and science. Men are more likely to have PhDs, and although males enroll in college less than either minority, males do face harsher punishment when acting out. Men comprise 99% of corporate officers in America's 500 largest companies. Fatherhood roles vary in males and females, with females wanting the males to be more emotionally involved. I mean, who doesn't? And life expectancy is 6 years less of a female. And now we have girls in classrooms. Girls more likely have better grades K through college, even though studies have argued that. Females make the most population in job fields like nursing, library science, and clerical support, and about 50% of females are enrolled in extracurricular activities. Can we just agree to disagree? Here we have different scenarios in the way that I think boys view girls in classroom and the way girls view boys in classroom. And again, this is just by talking to just some of my friends and some of my girlfriends. So now let's jump to socioeconomic groups. The poor, the middle class, and the wealthy. Here I have listed the 3 socioeconomic classes. And now we enter ethnic diversity. And now we have disability-based academic diversity. Section 504 of the Rehabilitation Act is the importance of what you should know about your rights and what a school may offer to the students so that they get an equal education. As a teacher, I believe it is important that we are able to get the proper training so that we are able to distinguish and help each student get the best education. Okay, in this slide we will be learning about educational pedagogy, otherwise known as the science of teaching. Here are some famous researchers: Piaget, Vygotsky, Gilligan, Pavlov, Erickson, and Colbert, and some of their famous research found. So how can teachers help? Teachers can help by getting everyone involved, asking questions, talking about current issues, being together as a group, and remembering that each student learns in an extrinsic motivation and an intrinsic motivation, which we will talk about next. As we talked about earlier, we have extrinsic and intrinsic. Extrinsic means that a student only engages in order to receive a reward or to avoid punishment, and intrinsic is more like a personal reward for them. So both of these is something that we should look for. Here we have 5 different educational philosophies. Mine was progressivism. I do believe that each child does learn differently, and as a teacher, I will implement this since it is student-centered, and I do want my children to always participate in what we're teaching. And like stated before, every child learns different. So here we see multiple intelligence. We have logical, linguistic, body kinesthetic, musical, spatial, interpersonal, intrapersonal, naturalist, and existential. There are various learning styles, and as a teacher, by implementing all of them, one can reach every child to get their maximum learning potential. In any legal situation and in any professional aspect, you should always be respectful, stay professional, choose words wisely, and always remain in constant communication.